to celebrate, I want to show you one of those workouts. So if you want to check out Unlimited, you do get a free 4-day trial, and I will have the link to sign up below. Today we're doing what I'm calling an all-in-one workout. So this is going to give you a little mobility, some dumbbell work, and then a little Pilates at the end. So if you wanted to combine everything in one workout, this is your place. So you're going to need a set of dumbbells for this workout, or possibly 2 sets. So I have a set of 15 pounds and 20 pounds, keeping in mind I work a little bit on the intermediate to heavier side of dumbbells. So have whatever's appropriate for you, keep them close, and let's get started. So we're going to start walking in place for this workout. So as I mentioned, we are going to start with a little bit of mobility work. So get warmed up, but also really get into those joints. Then we're going to move into a full body dumbbell workout. And then we're going to end on the mat with some Pilates and a little bit of stretching. All right, get those arms moving. Maybe take some bigger steps here, getting those knees up. Really think about this as not only getting your heart rate up and your blood flowing, but we're really trying to get into our joints. Because as soon as we jump into those squats and the dumbbell work, we want our joints ready to move. So that's what I think of when I think of trying to warm up, is actually getting my joints moving. And that's where those big steps here will come into play. Good, take a couple deep breaths. Nice job. All right, so we're gonna find ourselves with our feet hip distance apart, so right underneath those hips. Lift the right knee up and back down. And again, you're just lifting the knee as much as you can without hunching or rounding forward. So we're trying to get into that hip joint, and you can hang on to something for balance if you need. On this next one, lift your knee, open, lower, and aim it forward. So it's gonna lift, open, lower, forward. So you're doing these nice big circles. Nice job. Switch directions. So you're going to lift out to the side, forward, and down. Nice. And it's taking all of my concentration here actually to stay balanced today. And if that's the case for you, like we always say, you just notice it. You notice it and then move on. It doesn't mean anything's necessarily right or wrong or good or bad. I'm just noticing. Maybe I'm tired. Maybe I need some extra warm-up time today. Okay, so let's find that right foot nice and heavy underneath the right hip. Lift your left knee up and down. It also might just be being distracted a little bit. So for me, that means it's summer. It's a lot harder for me to find time to film because kids are at home. Our schedule is out the window. And so I have my family here all about doing different things. They're waiting for me to do something later. So that alone, it's a really good lesson that even just distractions can kind of get us off our mat. So I'm gonna bring myself right back here to my mat. So lift the knee, open, lower, forward. And that's what workouts really need to be. Of course, we have so much in life going on. It can be so hard to leave that behind. And there are many times you won't be able to. I mean, you guys know, you've seen videos and pictures. My kids are right here on the mat with me half the time, okay? During workouts, you're gonna have people who need you and need your attention, and that's okay. But also, if you're able to, now switch directions on your circles. If you're able to, see if you can bring yourself right here. If you have the benefit of a little time today or a little space, give it to yourself. Shut everything out for a few minutes and just come right here with your body. Nice job. One more. And that's the lesson for myself as well. Ooh, there we go. Whew. All right. Back to walking in place. Just a little bit, walk it out. So we're now going to have our feet hip distance apart again. Toes forward and a little bit of a bend. So you're just in a little mini squat. Take that right foot, tap it back and in. Back, in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. So what we're doing here, it's a nice way to kind of warm up your reaction time. Like, can you go to a little bit of a faster movement here and switch sides? Last one. Nice job. Go back to the right, but now what I want is tap it forward to the center. Side, center, back, center, forward. Side, back. One more. Forward. Side, back. Switch directions. Go back. Side, forward. So, again, getting into the joints, getting into some balance and some focus. Nice job. Switch sides. So I'm going to go forward, side, back. And I'm always tapping in the middle between each one. Switch directions. So go back, side, forward. Last one.
If it plugs into your wall and feeds off your electrons, then it owes you something in return. Because the greatest measure of an automobile is how it makes you feel.
Nice job. Bring both feet hip distance apart again. We're going right back down to the mini squat. I want your arms to your sides, palms facing forward. Arms reach up, squeeze back in. So really feel that stretch coming. Like there's a line from the pinky side of your hand all the way down the outer part of the arm into your armpit and into your back. Okay, you have this really cool line of fascia and connection that runs that way. And so sometimes when you feel tight, it can be anywhere along that line. So really feel that lengthening and stretch here. Last two. Last one, reach them up, stay here, pulse up, up. So I should say back. It's almost like a little pulse back behind me. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your arms down, stand back up. Now here, we're gonna have the arms at your sides, okay? Palms facing back, you're standing up tall. Press your arms back, stay there in little pulses. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay here, raise up onto your toes. Do the same thing, pulse, 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 pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1. Swing your arms up towards the ceiling. Keep them up like you're holding a magic circle or like a broomstick even over your head. I want you to sit back and down into a squat and come back up. But you're keeping your arms up while you do it. So we're really warming up now into the upper spine, into the hips, into the ankles. So this is a stretch for that upper spine. Last two. I'm already breathing heavy and we're not even to the dumbbells. Last one. Stand up. Nice job. Bring your hands behind your head. Feet a little bit wider. Stretch right elbow to your right. Stand back up. Left elbow to the left. Oh, and stand back up. Oh, nice job. Good. Twist to your right. You can bend your knees a little bit as you do it. Back to center, twist to the left. So bending the knees should just feel like a nice natural rotation here. Last one. Nice job. Back to center, arms down. Inhale, reach them up. Exhale, lower back down. One more time. Inhale. Maybe look up, reach, and exhale back down. And then you are going to grab one of your dumbbells. Okay, so I'm starting with one dumbbell. This is 20 pounds for me because I feel warmed up. If you are not quite warmed up yet, maybe go a little bit lighter. We're gonna hold this in our hands with it right at your chest, all right? So have your feet shoulder distance apart. Your feet are slightly turned out. We're gonna sit back and down into a squat and come back up. Inhale, exhale. So I promised you a full body dumbbell workout here. And this is a really good kind of baseline or foundation workout to come back to. If, let's say you're a little bit short on time and you want to hit everything, this would be the workout. If you're coming back from possibly an injury or just taking time off or travel, this is a good one to get back into. Because you know you're going to hit your minimum needs. Okay, 20 minutes, we say 3 times a week, minimum of 20 minutes for dumbbell work to help with your bone health and your muscle mass. So this is gonna hit that minimum, and you could even do this one 3 times a week if you want. But that's what I wanted, is all of it in one place for you here. Last one. Nice job. Stay here standing, reach the arms up and down. So you're gonna adjust this for your own fitness level simply by changing the weight, okay? You can go down or even up as needed, but that's how you're gonna change this. You've heard me talk about progressive overload. That means over time, you're lifting heavier weights. That is what helps your bones and your muscles. 2 more. Last one. Nice job. Bring it down. You're going to place that dumbbell in your right hand, okay? You're going to have the left foot forward, right foot back. So really long stance. We are doing lunges. You can hang on for balance if you need to. Your back heel is lifted. Bend your knees, stand back up. So when you bend, you're aiming for the floor. You are not leaning forward. See that? That's not a lunge we want. Okay, it's straight down and up. If lunges are something absolutely not accessible to you, you can do a step up. So you would have your left foot on a step, and you can hold the weight and step up. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Step in and switch. So I'm going to step back with my left. Really long stance again. That's the key. Really long stance, forward and back. Back heel stays lifted. Down and up. Don't try to put the back heel down. Okay, it won't work on a lunge. When I work with people individually who tell me they have a hard time with the lunge, 95% of the time it's just form. Either legs are too close, or you're leaning forward, or your back heel isn't up. Doesn't mean it's easy, okay? It means we can correct some of that discomfort by really working on form. Last 2. 1, nice job. Step in. Okay, we're gonna do another round of each of those, but I'm changing it up slightly. You can follow along or stick with the basic one. So we're back to squats. Shoulder distance apart. Toes turned out. Weight at your chest. Down. Press the hands up as you come up. And again, if this is too much, then you're just working on that squat. But you've heard me say it before. When I am a little bit either short on time, or again, sometimes it's just when you're really stressed, you need things that are going to be basic and easy to follow along with. Sometimes it's your body that needs kind of that basic or foundation work again. For whatever reason, these are the moves I come back to. Last 2. And 1. Nice job. I'm going to put that weight in my right hand again. Left foot forward, right foot back. All right, long stance, another set of lunges. Listen up, you can just go down and up. That's the basic. Or follow me for pulses. Down, 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 up. So pulse, 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 up. So we're adding what's called time under tension. That is, this is tension, this is work. We're adding time, right? During that amount of work, you have to stay there longer. Last 2. 1. Nice job. Step forward. Switch hands. Step back. Here we go. So again, down and up. Option 1. Option 2. Pulse. Lower, 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 up. And this works your feet too. I'm telling you that because I feel my feet. I feel the arches of my feet. I know I need to work them a little bit. That's what this is telling me.
I feel it in my quad on the left side. And inside my
So just have that awareness. It's not wrong if you feel your feet. Maybe adjust your form. Nice job. Whew. Step it in. Okay, I'm going to show you what's next so you can choose the weight that's right for you. This is a familiar move to me. So I'm choosing my 20s. But if it's new for you, you might want to go a little lighter. We're doing a deadlift combination. So feet are again underneath your hips, toes facing forward. Your knees are soft. And you hinge forward, look forward, and then come back up. Okay, again, you can maybe be right here. Maybe you need to be a small motion. Maybe you're familiar with it, but you can see why we really worked into hip mobility, right, when we started. And then make sure you are not rounding your back, okay? It needs to be flat. So here is the combination move we're gonna do when you're ready. You're coming down. Palms are facing your knees. You're gonna pull your hands up, down, come back up. So it's an inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. You can leave out a piece if you need to. Okay, meaning you can just do the deadlift, or you can lean over and just do the row. Two more. I don't know if you can tell how slow I'm going. So my back injury from 6 months ago, this is where I still feel it the most. So I just go really slow. And up. Nice job. Let's put the weights down. Give it a little bit of a break. Okay, shake out your hands. Maybe shake out your back. Give it a little twist. Okay, we're gonna come back and do another set, but I'm gonna give you an option again. Okay, we have one more set of these. You're either going for 10 of what you just did, or have the feet where they started, but bring the left toes so they're on the ground next to the right heel. And now down, pull, and then up. So this makes it single leg. So your choice, you're either doing 10 with both legs or 5 on each leg. Don't be afraid to breathe. Nice job. Switch sides. And if this is all like really brand new to you, go find one of my beginner weightlifting workouts and I talk through the form a little bit more. So don't ever feel left behind. Okay, that's the key. This takes time. I've been doing this, lifting weights for maybe 20 years. Nice, come up, take a rest, put the weights down. So it takes time. We're in it for the long haul here.
If it plugs into your wall,
Good,
it feeds off your electrons.
For the long game, right? I'm not going anywhere. Hopefully you're not going anywhere either. Okay, we're going into arm work. And yeah, you see me shaking out my hands. It's because sometimes holding those weights gets a little heavy. Okay, so I'm going to my 15s. I'm going to be honest. After that work, we'll see how these 15s feel. We're going to have 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, tripod stance. Okay, palms are forward. Exhale, bend your elbows. Inhale, let them back down. So this is progressive overload in action for me. For a long time, years and years and years, I felt pretty stuck at 10 pounds on bicep curls. And then, maybe sometime after my mastectomy, like sometime, maybe 8 months after that, when I was working back up, I found I could do 12s. And I was really excited to do 12s. And then I had another surgery, set me back again. That's normal, no big deal. Last one. Nice job. Set the weights down, take a break. And then, recovering from that second surgery, working my way back up, I can do 15s now because of all the work I've put in over the past few years. And that feels like a huge gain to me. I can't do many. I did 6 reps, I think, and I can do 1 more set. But that's huge, and it's taken years, all right? So as I said, this is a long game, and get excited for the little victories. They mean a lot, they really do. Okay, let's do 1 more set. 1 foot forward, 1 back. A lot of you ask why that is. Let me show you what happens with heavy weights. If I try to have both my feet where they are, I kind of end up arching my back, like I'm trying to compensate for it. So this adds a base of support so I can hold better form. But if you're using really lighter weights, you might not need that, but I'm just telling you the purpose behind it. Helps in balance too, so all I have to do is focus on these weights. And I'll tell you what, lifting weights, especially as they get heavier, is an automatic core workout. So we are working our core here. 2 more. If you can go to 8 with the weights you have, do that. I can do 6. And back down. Nice job. And take a break. And you've heard me say this. If you can do 10 reps really easily, it's too light. All right? Just be honest with yourself. Just check in. But if you're doing this workout and these moves, and if you're doing 2 sets of 10, and you are not breaking a sweat, it's too light. Just trust me. That's not judgment. That's awesome. That means you're ready to go up. And when you go up, maybe you go up for 1 set and back down, right? If I had my 10s close, maybe I would do 1 more set with 10s. I would end it there. So it doesn't have to be all or nothing. But remember, challenge yourself. You want that. I know that you can challenge yourself even 1 or 2 reps. And if it's not the season of life for that, that's okay too. That is okay. I've been there for lots of recovery and lots of surgeries. And you back off and you build back up again. We can always build back up again. Okay, I'm going back to my 15. You want 1 dumbbell for this. We have another tripod stance. Arms are overhead, holding the dumbbell. You're gonna bend your elbows and then press it up. Inhale, exhale, working triceps. So squeeze the elbows in. This one too is really important to have 1 foot back. Otherwise your back tends to arch quite a bit. Okay, 2 more. Nice job, take a break. We're doing 1 more set of those, and then we're getting down on the mat for our last 2 exercises, okay? So we're almost there. You're almost allowed to lay down. All right, 1 more. Have the other foot back. I don't quite remember which one I had, so I'll do this one. Hands up, reach up, draw your ribs in, bend your elbows, press up. Triceps tends to be a smaller muscle group compared to everything else that we've worked so far. Don't be surprised if this one burns out faster or feels weaker. It always does for me. Triceps just is a smaller group. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's all I got. Nice job. Oh, holy moly. Okay, so we're gonna come down onto the mat for 2 more exercises. So you wanna bring 1 set of dumbbells and I'll meet you there. Okay, so I have my 20s, but again, I've been working on this exercise, so I know that that's available to me. So you might wanna have a couple sets close. We're gonna work our chest, which means your arms are gonna come up, palms are facing your knees, okay? Nice and heavy in your shoulder blades and in your tail. Inhale, bend your elbows, they bend to the side. Exhale, press up. Inhale, exhale. Four more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Palms face in. Bring them down. Now, we're gonna alternate. So what I want you to do now is take 1 dumbbell and put it on your hips. Feet stay in the same place. Keep your back flat, so we're not rolling through our spine. Keep it flat. Press up. Now lower, tap the ground, lift, tap, lift. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back down. Nice job. 1 more set of each. All right, again, take your time. There's no hurry. We're okay. Rest as long as you need to. Press up, palms face your knees. Inhale, bend your elbows to the side. Exhale, press. Every repetition, think about the good that you're doing for your body. All right? We carry grocery bags. We carry grandkids or car seats or luggage or mulch. I see the amazing things you guys are doing. You tell me you're paddleboarding and you're hiking. You're doing these amazing things. You need muscle strength to keep doing them and doing them safely. And that's what this does for you. And 2. 1 more. Nice job. Bend your elbows carefully to bring those weights back down. Dumbbell on your hips. When you're ready, press up. Keep your back flat. Just tap and lift. Press through the heels. 4, 3, you got it. 2, 1, and lower back down. Oh, nice job. All right, I'm gonna set the weights to the side. Come onto your back and slide your hands behind your head. Thumbs at the base of your skull, elbows wide. Tuck your chin, roll up into your crunch. Inhale, back down. So keep your elbows wide. Remember, tuck your chin. You're not looking towards the ceiling. You're not holding that orange here. You're just holding a little walnut. Last one. Come down and take a break. Your choice. You can do 1 more set like that, and if you do, shoot for 8, all right? Otherwise, follow me for single leg stretch. Hug your right knee in. Reach your left leg out. Come up to a crunch. Switch legs. Switch, 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 and reach, 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 reach. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees in and roll back down. Nice job. All right, last one here. Options are legs in tabletop, and you're gonna dip your toes down, up, other leg. So again, shoot for 8 or 10, or follow along with me. Reach your legs up, keep them straight. Arms at your sides, roll to a crunch. Lower your legs and lift. Lower, lift. Good, 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. And hug the knees in again. Nice job. Reach the left leg out. Keep that right knee, hold behind the leg, and reach it up and bend. Nice, hug the knee in, hand on the knee, take it to the left, and you're gonna look to the right. Back to center. Switch legs. Hug the left knee and give it a good squeeze. And then hold behind the leg to reach up and bend. Take your time. Nice job. Bend. Keep your hand on that knee. Bring it to the right. And you're going to look to the left. Good. And come back to center. Bring both feet down. Flat, hip distance apart. Take your inhale. Exhale, curl your tailbone. Roll yourself up into a bridge. Reach the knees out over your toes. Inhale, full breath at the top. And exhale, roll back down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, roll up. Inhale. And exhale back down. One more. Nice job. Hug your knees in. And we're going to all meet in seated, so you can roll to your side and get there, or tuck your chin. Start to roll yourself forward and back till you're all the way up. Let's bring the legs out so they're mat distance apart. Sit up nice and tall. Hands behind your head, and inhale, rotate to the right. Exhale, center. Inhale, left. Exhale, center. One more each side. Float your arms down. And then sweep your legs around behind you. Hands under your shoulders. Knees underneath your hips. Tuck your toes. And let's press up and back. We have kind of a short down dog here. And you can just go into a child's pose if that feels better. I'm gonna walk it out here. And then press both heels down. And then walk your hands back towards your feet. Inhale. Exhale, roll back up. Hands on your hips. Lift the right Lift, lower. See if you have a little more mobility, a little more balance, a little more centering. Switch legs. Nice job. Let's bring the feet a little wider than shoulder distance, turned out. Inhale, both arms reach up. Exhale, reach over to the left. Oh, and arms up and reach over to the right. And arms up. Look up, reach up. And exhale, arms down. And great job. You did it. Thanks for joining me for that all-in-one workout, and enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you soon.
If it plugs into your wall and feet.
All right, all done. Thanks for watching.